125,000 women, brain scans, MRI data, the biggest study anyone's ever done on hormone replacement and the menopausal brain. Here's what the study taught us. HRT did not prevent gray matter loss in the memory centers of the brain. So if you've been on the patch for a year or 2 years and you still can't find your words by 2 p.m., that's not you being too picky. That's the data finally catching up to what you've been living and feeling. If you're on HRT and you're still foggy and you've been told that you should have been fixed by now, you were right to keep asking, because the largest study ever done just said something most doctors still aren't saying out loud. And if you have a sister, a friend, a daughter who's been told HRT will fix the brain fog, please send them this video. What I'm about to show you changes the conversation your doctor should be having with you from the beginning. I know what you might be thinking. The FDA just removed black box warning. They wouldn't have done that if the brain benefits weren't real. Fair question. Here's the thing. The FDA removed the warning for good reasons. HRT helps with hot flashes, sleep, bone density, all true. The brain protection claim, that's the one the data doesn't actually back up. And that's the one that should matter most to your brain. So what was your own estrogen actually doing all these years? Think of your brain for the last 40 years as listening to a whole orchestra. Estrogen was the violin section. Beautiful, important. But there was also progesterone, ovarian peptides, this cyclical rhythm that rose and fell every 28 days, and the downstream effects on inflammation, blood flow, and mitochondrial energy. So when ovarian function stops, the whole orchestra goes home. HRT brings back the violin section. Violins matter, but it's not the symphony your brain was calibrated around. The rest of the musicians are still missing. So let's make this practical. It's not that HRT doesn't work, it's that HRT isn't enough. Your brain needed more than one hormone. Nobody told you the rest of the list. First thing you can do this week, check your ferritin. Not your hemoglobin, your ferritin. That's your iron storage number. 2025 study at University of Oklahoma found perimenopausal women with higher iron had measurably better cognition, even when they weren't anemic, even when their doctor said their labs were normal. Most OB-GYNs don't check ferritin. They check hemoglobin and move on. Ask for the ferritin number. If it's under 50, that's your first clue. Now let's stack the receipts. This April, the Nurses' Health Study, 14,000 women, 30 years of follow-up, one of the most rigorous data sets in medicine. They found a woman's own estrogen, the estrogen her ovaries made from age 12 to 50, protected her cognition. The longer the reproductive span, the better the brain aged. HRT didn't replicate it. Not when started early, not when started late, not at any duration. The Menopause Society's own medical director went on record. Current guidelines don't recommend HRT for dementia prevention, full stop. Here's where it gets interesting. In November, the FDA removed the dementia warning. They cited cognitive benefits as part of the rationale. 11 weeks later, the Cambridge study dropped and contradicted the FDA's own framing. So what's the next lever the research points to? Inflammation, the kind that ramps up after menopause because estrogen had been quietly keeping it in check for decades. Two things you can start. Omega-3s, 2 to 3 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily. And cut the seed oils, the ultra-processed foods for 30 days. See what your brain does. A Tufts study this March, over 10,000 adults eating more than half their calories from ultra-processed foods had brains that tested older than their chronologic age. That's not a small lever. That's a second musician coming back to the symphony. Here's what I'm seeing in my clinic right now. Just this past month, I've had 4 women come in, late 40s, sharp professionals, every one of them on HRT already, every one of them telling me the fog hadn't lifted. One said she canceled a board meeting 3 times, couldn't face the agenda. Every single one had been told their labs were fine. Every single one had ferritin under 30. Their doctors never checked. When we get those numbers where they need to be, the fog started to shift. Not overnight, over 6 to 8 weeks. Every person is different, but that pattern is something I'm seeing across dozens of patients right now. And it's not on the standard panel. You might be thinking, but I started HRT and some things did get better. My hot flashes are gone. My sleep has improved. My mood is up. So isn't this overblown, Dr. Greg? Well, you're not wrong. HRT is doing something. It's just not what the marketing says. Better sleep often feels like a clearer brain. Real benefit, But that's the sleep. That's not the structure of your brain. If you feel a little bit better and the fog is still there, that's real information that the rest of the orchestra is still missing. So here's where I'd start. 3 levels. Level 1, free. Ask your doctor for the 2 lab numbers you probably didn't get on your last panel. Free T3, not just TSH, and HSCRP. It's an inflammatory marker. Free T3 belongs in the upper third of the range, not the middle, and HSCRP should be under 1. If they push back, ask why. Level 2, move your body with purpose. Zone 2, cardio 3 times a week minimally. Strength training twice. The US Pointer study last year showed this combination produced cognitive scores consistent with people 2 years younger. Level 3, work with someone who checks the whole system. A functional or integrative practitioner is often set up for this. They run the full panel. They think in systems, not just prescriptions. And if you're on HRT right now, this isn't a signal to stop. HRT is a piece of this. It's just not the whole piece. Most of the women I work with start noticing something around week 8. Here's what I actually think is happening that the research hasn't fully caught up to yet. And I can't prove this part, but after 25 years of watching women sit in my office, still foggy on HRT, I think we've been focused on the wrong lever. Estrogen loss is real, but it's a signal out of many. Inflammation, iron, mitochondria energy, blood flow, sleep architecture, thyroid, gut function, micronutrient absorption, and blood sugar. 9 systems. We've been handing women back 1 replacement and wondering why most of the picture is still missing. I can't say HRT isn't part of the answer. I can say after doing this over 2 decades, it's almost never the whole answer. So if you've been on HRT or bioidenticals for a year, 2 years, and you're still asking why the fog is still there, you weren't asking too much. You were asking the right question. The answer just was incomplete. Your brain hasn't lost the ability to work. It's lost one of the inputs it's had, and it responds to the others consistently when you give them back. That's not my opinion. That's what the research is telling us. Go check the labs. Start there. Subscribe if you want to keep learning what's actually possible for your brain. This is the channel where you'll learn your brain can get better because it can.